What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and yes, we are on the VN test servers, and Hodgkin is already here. We get him early, we get to see his kit. I don't care about anything else. We need to check this hero out immediately, and as expected, he is an S level hero. He is a warrior physical damage dealer, one distance, so he's not a tank at least, which is hopeful, and his kit is kind of spicy. So number one, his ultimate ability, cannon fire. Hodgkin fires a cannon at each enemy hero in sequence, so not all at the same time, one after another, dealing damage to the hit enemy and their adjacent enemy. So again, if you have an Aaron grouping them up, this can get a little crazy. Allies adjacent to the hit enemy will also take 100% attack damage. If any unit is hit by the cannon more than twice, the damage from subsequent hits is reduced by 20%. Hodgkin can fire at least 5 cannonballs. So yes, the damage does taper down, but the fact that he can just destroy enemies if they're grouped up with Aaron, I mean, are we ever going to get another Aaron character? Because I feel like at this point, we kind of need one. Next up, we have Phantom Respite. So this one here, 18-second cooldown, 1 range. Hodgkin enters an ethereal state for 8 seconds, plus or minus some, during which he's completely immune to physical damage. What? This is not even a tank hero. This is a warrior, and recovers HP. Again, this is a warrior, not a tank. Absolutely insane. It also has a passive portion right here. When Hodgkin casts Cannon Fire, which of course is his ultimate skill right here, he immediately enters the ethereal state for 4 seconds. Oh my goodness. And of course he just recovers more and more percent attack HP. Plus, yeah, this is kind of crazy. It's for every second he's in that state. So he casts his ultimate, 4 seconds he heals, and he's immune to physical damage. So this is a hard counter to a lot of those PvP teams that are purely built around maulers. This also potentially has some potential upside in like even AFK stages. I don't necessarily know if this character right out of the gate sounds like he's going to be someone you want in Dream Realm, which means for the average player, probably going to want to skip it, but let's keep going. Rending Cleave. Hodgkin deals damage to enemies within a 2-tile arc and steals energy from them, which means he's casting more ultimates, which means he's going into the ethereal state more often, which means, yeah, he's just going absolutely crazy. So again, if the enemies are grouped up, that can get pretty nutty. His hero's focus gives him additional attack during battle and increases that attack when he is in the ethereal state. Getting to Mythic Plus is going to do something kind of cool. He summons 2 Dread-Tide warriors affected by void-bound magic around him when the battle begins, each inheriting 60% of his HP and 100% of his other stats, and can only launch normal attacks. When a unit affected by void-bound magic is defeated, they trigger an explosion that deals damage equal to 120% of attack, plus an extra 10% of the defeated enemy's unit's max HP, which is again 60% of his HP to adjacent enemies. This extra damage cannot exceed a certain amount of his attack, and the targeted enemy will also lose 200 energy. So another hero that is draining energy. Of course, the explosion goes up at +5. At +10, level 3 applies void bound magic to any unit hit by cannon fire. Yeah, this one that hits adjacent targets, pretty solid, that does not already have it. The energy loss from this explosion is reduced to 70%. So what's that, 140 energy loss instead of 200? Pretty dang good. Probably not too much reason to take him up to +15 level 4. We'll have to see in the future. And then finally here we have the enhanced force. Hodgkin reduces the physical defense of enemies hit by the cannon by 15% up to 2 times. So if you do go with this hero, there's a chance you might use him over someone like Kruger. That's the main reason why you bring Kruger, is that physical defense ripping. This could be interesting. Granted, this one only lasts 10 seconds, which means you have to keep going on it. But the way that all these things combo is pretty insane, because you're going to be doing tons of extra damage. Man, applies void-bound magic to any unit hit by cannon fire. So even after these 2 Dread-Tide warriors die, which makes him a good candidate to be kind of up in the front as a kind of tankier hero. That's crazy. He's also going to continue to steal energy with his cannon fire. So again, if you have like Hodgkin and someone that also drains like maybe Barile or something like that with your Aaron, that can be absolutely insane. And there's so many good combo potentials too. Heck, even comboing him with Arden or someone like that is pretty dang solid too. Like really good. There's so many upsides to this hero. I don't think I can necessarily get him to do any initial testing on. We can literally do one summon. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think we can get lucky on our first view and actually hit him on our first 10 pull? No, definitely can't. Sadly, we don't play this account enough to get enough summons to get every single hero at a single copy. But again, there are going to be some very glaring combos that are going to be great, potentially even for AFK battles. Him with Aaron can be very good. And again, I think there's just so many upsides to this hero potentially for AFK battles and PvP. I'm really intrigued to see where this goes, because if you get him to Mythic Plus, and really if you get him to Supreme Plus, he might have some uses versus bosses. The big thing here is AFK battles and PvP. Ardent Believers at plus 10 is going to be huge, because that's basically just going to let that Voidbound magic that deals damage and causes the enemies to lose energy. That's going to be happening constantly when he's using this cannon fire. And when he's using this cannon fire, he's going to be going immune to physical damage and recover HP. And then he's also just going to do that every 18 seconds. He essentially has 50% uptime on Phantom Respite naturally, because it is an 18-second cooldown, has an internal cooldown of 3 seconds, so it can't somehow happen more than that, which probably means like this and this, the two can't like fire off at the same time or something like that. Insane. And then beyond that, the fact that he steals energy as well just sounds like a very interesting combo. It sounds a lot like Barile when he gets to Mythic Plus, and having more heroes that can do energy stealing really does shift up the meta in my opinion. So I am really hyped to get this character and try him out. Again, he is an S level. He has some questionable outfit choices here. He's got a cool laugh and everything, but yeah, I can't wait to test this hero out. Probably not a hero to go for as free to play right out of the gate, because again, remember, he's probably not going to be in a Dream Realm hero, at least at first glance. So just be patient, let us test it, let's get you the final grade, and then you can decide to summon for him towards the end of this banner. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.